Hello and namaste. I am Harshala and I welcome you to my channel. So by the title of this video, you guys already know this is a January TBR video, and yeah, I made a board game which I actually designed on Canva. It is available for free for everyone. I will share the link in the description box below from where you can download it for free. You can use it all year round. So one of my reading goals this year was to read more genres, and I decided what better way to start the year than choosing a monthly genre. I played it very safe because I knew that I love watching fantasy shows. I love Shadow and the Bone. I love Game of Thrones. I loved so many. The Sandman I loved. So okay, my battery is gonna die, so let me finish it quickly. So yeah, we are gonna pick out our next 6 books from the TBR game for that I have made, the Bookopoly, and again saying it is available for free in the description box below. So here on the screen you will see in the vertical format my reading journal where I have stuck my Bookopoly game, and yeah, I will be shooting on hand because my tripod for some strange reason is not like holding up. It is like falling due to my weight, like due to the weight of my phone. So yeah, I'm shooting from my phone. That being said, let me tell you guys that I will play the game and I will remember the prompts, then I'll go and pick out the books and then I'll show you, and then we'll sit and talk about the books, like what are they about, and the main tropes of the book, and yeah, all of those details that we need to know in a January TBR or in a TBR video. So let's begin. Oh, 4. So yeah, I got a 4 and we are here. 1 2 3 4. Crown on the cover, guys, remember that, crown on the cover. Next is, it's 2 1 2. Oh, moon on the cover. Okay, fine. 5 1 2 3 4 5. Indian author. Oh my god, I am so happy that I got this prompt because I have the perfect book that I actually purchased this month for this, like, because I was reading fantasy and I did not found even one single Indian author who is like based in India. Like, there are many Indian authors who write fantasy who are like based out of the country, and they have written the books, like the books in fantasy genre, but there I just found like literally like 2 authors who have written fantasy in India. And like one of the authors first part, like it was a series and I bought the second book, and the first part is strangely not available on Amazon, maybe because of the sale that was going on, Republic Day sale. But yeah, I do have amazing book for this prompt. So yeah, crown on the cover, moon on cover, and Indian author. 3 more to go. 1. Oh, a classic. So yeah, another goal that I had this month was to read at least one classic book every single month, and this just made my life so much easier. Like, I don't have to read, like I just had to read like one classic and one non-fiction book every month, and getting this in those 12 just means that I have to read one less book for like my TBR, and I can choose, like I can mood read one more book. So yeah, that makes me very happy. 3 1 2 3 starts with T. Yes, I have a perfect book for this prompt as well. So 1 2 3 4, 2 more to go. No, this was 5th, right? First was crown on cover, moon on cover, Indian author, a classic. That was 4. This one was 5. So 1 more to go. Just 1 more to go. It's 2 1 2. Enemies to lovers. Oh my god, I am so happy. I am so happy that I made this game. Yeah, I'm so freaking happy. Like, all the prompts are so fun. Like, I am so happy. I maybe I'm just blabbering or treating myself or maybe behaving like a child, but yeah, I am genuinely very happy. So now I'll take some time to pick my books, and then I'll come and then we'll talk about all the 6 books that I chose for the Storygraph reading challenge, and also the Bookopoly books that I selected for my January TBR. So these are the 10 books that I have, like physical books that I have to read. Okay, let me keep them here. And there are 2 books that are not, like literally not available in India, and that makes me so pissed because I love the first part so freaking much, and I literally finished the second book from the series as well. But yeah, that is like the saddest thing that you, like, that can happen to you when you are an Indian booktuber or someone from India who loves reading. Like, not all the books are available on India, so that is the only reason, like, I'm saving up money so freaking, you know, much that I want to buy a Kindle. Coming back to the Bookopoly, we'll first talk about the books that I have selected for the Bookopoly challenge. So the first prompt for my Bookopoly board game was Crown on the Cover, and I have selected the Queen of Nothing. You can see, even though it's a broken crown, there is a crown. I actually was going to select the second book, The Wicked King, but that I have selected for one of, like, the other prompt that from the same Bookopoly challenge. So yeah, this is basically from the Folk of Air series. Folk of Air series is basically a kind of enemies to lovers series, but there is no romance in the first book, The Cruel Prince. It is a journey, like, it is the story of a girl named Jude who is a human, and her mother was also a human, but her biological father, no, her stepsister's father, like her stepsister's biological father is a fae, someone who has magic, who comes from magic, who was a fairy. And I have read like a few books like in this month, and I have to say, like, the world building in this series is like no other. Okay, like in the first book itself, like in the first few chapters itself, you don't have to, you know, rack your brains or, you know, bang your head on the door to understand what is going on or what kind of, you know, universe it is. Like, it is very simple, the world building is very simple, easy to understand, but it is lovely. Okay, I am in love with the world building. I loved the book 1. Okay, even though there was not even a drop of romance in it, you can say it was just enemies, a lot of it. But yeah, the book that I chose is Queen of Nothing. The first book is called The Cruel Prince, which I have selected for my Storygraph challenge. The book 2 is The Wicked King, which I will be talking about. Wait, let me talk. So the last prompt in my Bookopoly challenge was enemies to lovers, and The Wicked King fits the bill so freaking well. Like, the title is so, like, it just fits. Okay, I loved the enemies to lovers in this. Like, the trope is so freaking true. I was craving for something so perfect for this prompt. Like, I have been reading so many romance books, and you know, after a while things start get repetitive, but this is like a true enemies to lovers. And there is this one freaking scene which made me, you know, want to read another book, a classic book. And I do know the blurb of the book, but I don't want to give it out. I will be making a different video about, I don't know if I'm reading those books, like these books, with you guys, or I will be just reviewing them, but I do want to share that one thing with you all. Okay, so yeah, these are the 2 books. This one is for enemies to lovers, and this one is for Crown on the Cover. And the third book in this prompt is Moon on the Cover was the prompt, and this is The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. Okay, the Folk of Air series is by Holly Black. She wrote this trilogy, and she has two novellas for the same series. The first novella is 1.5, which is The Lost Sisters, which is just a 50-page novella, and the 3.5th novella, which is the 5th book in the series, is called How the King of Elfheim Learned to Hate, and it is basically the story of Carden, the main male character from our series, his entire life journey, how he basically learned to hate. The Girl Who Drank the Moon is by Kelly Barnhill, and it is, I have no idea, okay, what this book is about. By the title of this book, I do know that it is about a girl who drank the moon. I think she is a witch, and I do see a tiny little dragon. But this is a book that I stole, or basically I did not ask for permission, so it means stealing. I stole from Ira who is like looking at me. So I want her to come and talk about this book. Please, थोड़ा सा बाल तो ठीक कर लो, ऐसे पीछे डाल दो आप. ये क्या है? Show your nail. Come here, come here. She has to laugh first, na? Come here. I'm sorry. It is like either she can. Oh, we are surprisingly matching. How? We didn't like plan on this. Okay. Tell.
The Girl Who Tracked the Moon is a fantasy book where there is a festival because a witch is there, and she if they don't.
Wait a minute. Just a second, guys. Let me give her the mic. Yeah.
And if the city doesn't,
Look here.
if the city does not give a baby every year,
Okay.
a little baby, the youngest baby, which basically wants people to be sad.
Okay.
And
So she wants them to give their baby to her.
no,
Then
she just wants them to be sad.
for what reason?
She just
Because
likes
she's just
to-
evil.
Yes.
But give a baby like what? Give birth to a baby?
No. Every year, the youngest person in the village
Okay.
will need to be given into the deep forest
Huh?
where animals can eat the baby. But there is a good witch who always takes the babies and she feeds them to be powerful. And this girl needs to drink stars
Needs to drink stars.
and goat milk, but she by mistakenly drinks moon, and which gave her too much power, and now she is in trouble. But in the end,
No, don't tell me the end. Don't tell
Okay.
me the end. Okay, so you get the gist. Okay, this is. Oh, why are you going? Come. It's okay if you sit for some while. So this gave me like major Game of Thrones vibe. Like you know how they keep the babies. I forgot what these people were called. The white hair people, basically the dead. They used to like the guy who used to stay in village. He used to like क्या बोलते हैं उसको? There is this one word. Give up the baby. बलिदान इसको हिंदी में बोलते हैं. What is it called in English? Donate नहीं था. Sacrifice, yeah. They basically had to sacrifice this baby by giving to that king person, like whoever was. That person used to come to take the baby, and then I think they used to turn them into their army, something of that sort. So I think this is on the similar, tangent. So yeah, thank you, Ira.
welcome.
She's just sitting right here. Okay, so yeah, that is The Girl Who Drank the Moon for you, and it is how many pages? I do not like reading kids books, but yeah, this is a 386 pages book, and yeah, I am supposed to read it. If I don't read, Ira will be upset, and now I have told you guys I have to read like 12 freaking books, and if I don't even read those 12 books, what am I doing on YouTube? So yeah, I am gonna read it. The fourth prompt was Indian author, for which I have selected the author Saksham Garg, and this is his book called Samsara, Enter the Valley of the Gods. This book, like when I read the blurb, it gave me major Brahmastra vibes. Okay, major Brahmastra vibes. Like, no, this is I don't know, like I have not read the book, so I don't know if it is a love story, like it is a romantasy, or even if there is a kind of angle like where there are romantic relationships. But what I do know is, I don't know for what reason, I'll share the screenshot somewhere here on Amazon. This claimed like India's answer to Harry Potter. So that was the title on Amazon. Samsara, the India's answer to Harry Potter. India's answer to Harry Potter. So I have no idea what it is, but let me just fix my mic and then we can talk. Okay, so yeah, in the reviews someone has written, she told me, okay, Ira told me, finally India's answer to Harry Potter. So yeah, I have no idea what entails in this book, but what I do know is, like, so basically 10 kids, I think 18 or 19 teenagers are taken, like kidnapped, and the main character is, I think, Aman, because only his name is written here, Aman Chandra, and 10 other souls of Samsara are kidnapped from modern day India, like our daily India, and they are taken to the hidden valley of Himalayas to learn the magic Learn the ancient art of yogic sorcery and prepare for a treacherous journey. Not many can survive. So yeah, this book is something like that. Obviously, there is some kind of threat looming. I don't know if there are other parts because I didn't see. I am hoping that there is another part, because a fantasy book by an Indian author in the Indian world, if you can see, like there is Ganesh mantra or some sort of stotra written over here. So yeah, I am hoping that it is like not a mythological book and a real fantasy book. So I do get Harry Potter vibes, but I will have to read to even talk about it more further. Then a classic. Obviously, I wanted to read so many classic books, like a lot of them, but then I shut up and picked the book from Ira's book. Don't look at me like that. I give you so many books. Chal. See, she's like, she's she's doing like that. So I picked up Alice in Wonderland. Basically, there is a scene in the Folk of Air series where Carden, our main lead, keeps Jules' name written in Alice in Wonderland book, and I do get it. Okay, Jules is a human, Alice is a human, and Alice falls down the hole, right, to a different kind of world, and even Jules is taken to a different world, fairy land basically. And yeah, their stories or their characters are so much similar. So what I personally feel is like, whenever Carden thinks of Jules, he thinks of Alice, and that is why he keeps her name written in the book Alice in Wonderland. So yeah, it is a very thin book. Like how many pages is it? I have not read classics. Okay, I have not read Alice in Wonderland as well. Yeah, it's 121, no, not 1 hour, 100 pages, 120 pages, 121. So yeah, Alice in Wonderland is basically this girl goes down the rabbit hill, is what I know. And then there is this, I think, Mr. Rabbit or something like that, who talks to her. That much I know. Like when I was a child, I think I had seen one of a kind like show. I don't remember much about it. The last book in this prompt was the title that starts with T. I have selected the Song of Achilles. I have no idea if this is how it is pronounced, Achilles, and I know that it is a very what can we say, very emotional. Oh, sun is setting. Yeah, very emotional book is what I have heard about it, other YouTubers talk about it. I have no idea what this book is. I do know that there is some guy who has lost his voice. No, that is Archer's voice. What is this about? Give me a minute. Basically, there are two characters, Achilles and Patroclus. Patroclus is exiled from his kingdom and sent to the kingdom of King of Peleus, and to be with or to stay with their family, where he comes across Achilles, who is the prince of King Peleus' son. Okay, he is the son of King Peleus, and first they do not like each other, but they Achilles does befriend the shamed prince is what they have written. They grow into young men skilled in arts of war and medicine. Their bond blossoms into something deeper, despite the displeasure of Achilles' mother Thetis, a cruel sea goddess. But when the word comes that Helen of Sparta has been kidnapped, Achilles must go on a war in distant Troy to fulfill his destiny. Torn between love and fear for his friend Patroclus, I have no idea how this name is pronounced. I'm going to, when I read the book, I'm going to make sure to get the pronunciation right. Little knowing that the years that follow will test everything they hold dear. So I don't know if this is like a romantasy or no. I have no idea what is going on in this book. I just know that they become friends. Maybe their bond develops into a love, or maybe friendship, or something like brotherhood. I have no idea if it is brotherhood or romance, but yeah, that is the book. Okay, when I'll read, I'll talk to you guys about the Song of Achilles. Then Talking about the books that is selected for my story graph challenge, so I did make a video for my story graph, but I think that now this makes more sense. Okay, the story graphs onboarding reading challenge 2024 is hosted by story graph. There are 6 prompts. Basically you have to read 6 books to be eligible to win the prize. The prize is that I am like seriously hoping for is the Kobo e-reader. Basically I just want a e-reader. I really love reading books on e-readers, like on my phone, on Kindle app. If I get a e-reader, that is well enough. If I don't, I am still reading 6 more books and I'm gonna enjoy them. So the first prompt is read a book from 5-star section. So there are 2637 books to select from, but I selected because I didn't want to buy more books. Like, so the first prompt is read a book from the 5-star selection, and I selected The Daughter of No Worlds because it was available on Kindle Unlimited for free. So it is like a trilogy, and the first book is Daughter of No Worlds, and I have already read it. So Daughter of No Worlds follows the journey of Tisana. Tisana is this girl who has magic in her, and she is a slave in a country called, a place called Threl. It is on Earth. Okay, she is not in fairyland yet, and yeah, she never goes to fairyland in this book 1. And she comes, like she is a slave, and then she somehow escapes the slavery, and then she goes to a land of Ara, where she goes, and then she heals, because when she escapes the country, she is badly injured, and then they take care of her, and then she is handed over to a teacher who teaches her magic and a lot more things, because she wants to enter the order of there are 2 orders. There are 2 houses, and both are for different people. One works with the power of sun, another works with the power of moon, something like that. So Order of Daybreak and the Order of Midnight are the 2 houses, and she is preparing for the Order of Midnight. And I think her teacher, his name is Maxentarius, they call him Max. She is given to him, and he is such a idiot that he doesn't help her for I think first few months, and then their friendship develops, and she is staying with him. Yeah, so basically it is her journey, and in book 1 she does go and help her friends from slavery. So basically she comes to Ara to learn magic and to gain trust, and then go back to her people in Threl and free her people from slavery. Yeah. Then the second book for this story graph reading challenge is Out of Your Comfort Zone. I had 2398 books to select from, and I selected Fourth Wing. So yeah, I did purchase the book, and oh my god guys, can you see? It is like a freaking hardcover book in a perfectly fine condition, and the pages are also very good. Like I got it from Coco Blue Retail. So basically Coco Blue Retail has like all the they basically don't sell pirated versions of any books. So yeah, Fourth Wing is basically about this girl. Her name is I think Violet. Yeah, 20-year-old Violet was supposed to enter the scribe quadrant, living a life among books and history. Now the commanding journal, her tough as Talon's mother, has ordered Violet to join the hundreds of candidates striving to become elite of Navarre dragon riders. But when you are small than everyone else and your body is brittle, death only is a heartbeat away, because dragons don't bond to fragile humans. Oh my god, there are gonna be dragons. Like I thought that there will be dragons like how they were in Harry Potter, passing, but it is like something like training dragons and all, with fewer dragons willing to bond than cadets. Most will kill Violet to better their own chances of success. The rest will kill her just for being her mother's daughter, like Zayden Ryerson, the most powerful and ruthless wing leader in the Riders quadrant. So I do know that Violet and Zayden are the enemies to lovers couple here, and I have so freaking high expectations. Like every person I know has given it either a 4-star or a 5-star. So yeah, I have picked this book and I got it only for 449 rupees. Everyone has bought it for 1000 plus, but I got for 449 rupees during the Amazon's Republic Day sale. It was like just for one day, it was for 449 rupees, not even 500. 449 rupees where you're getting this hardcover. Let me take out the dust jacket and show it to you guys. It is a proper cloth bound book, a black book. It is so freaking sexy, and the dust jacket is very good. The book is in perfect condition. So there is this like map, and then the book starts, and there is another map. Like, I think both are the same maps, right? Yeah, both are the same maps at the end of the book as well. Basically the world of, I think, final quadrant or something like that is what they said. So yeah, this is the book that I am gonna read, and I'm super excited. Like, there are two books that I'm super excited for because they are both hardcovers, and I'm sucker for hardcovers. Like, paperbacks are good, they are nice, but hardcovers are mera pehla pyar. The third book in this reading challenge had a lot of books, and I have 3 from the physical book, so I selected. So the prompt was reading challenge from a random number, so I randomly picked 3 books because I was not sure which I'm gonna read, and I still don't know, but I have picked Shadow and the Bone. So I picked Shadow and the Bone, Alchemist and Shatter Me, but I am gonna read Shadow and the Bone because I loved the first season. I did not like or enjoy the second season because the first episode itself like did not intrigue me as much. So yeah, I have picked Shadow and the Bone. Shadow and the Bone is basically about this girl Alina who had hidden her magic, and she has a friend. What is his name? Her friend's name is not given. Like, they are childhood friends, and then they turn into lovers. And yeah, there is this shadow fold basically, where it is shadow and there are monsters, so you cannot pass that fold. And she has this power of sun or something like that. And Grishas are basically people who are people with magic, and because she hides her magic from the world, when people come to know about her magic, she is like taken and stolen from her friend, who does come to get her or something on those lines. And there is a lot of like war going on, like in the background war is going on. So yeah, Shadow and the Bone. There are 2 parts I do have, and obviously if I pick the first part, I have to, like, it is a red flag of mine, like I have to read the entire series. So yeah, here is Siege and Storm and Ruin and Rising. I have no idea like what order they are in. You're so smart, you should sit every day. She's showing me, Mama, this. So first is Shadow and the Bone, second is Siege and Storm, and third is Ruin and Rising. And yeah, obviously I am going to, in the future, whenever I choose the prompt of fantasy again for the month, I'll obviously buy Six of Crows, Crooked Kingdom, but I want both of them in hardcover. And right now they are available for around 600-650 rupees, which is like okay. You will not get every book for 449, but yeah, there is a map. And yeah, Nikolai. I do have paperbacks, लेकिन अभी मेरे को बड़ी खुजली हो रही है. Why are you laughing? I am like tempted so freaking much to buy the Shadow and the Bone hardcover. Maybe Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom I'll buy later, but there is a collector's edition of Shadow and Bone available, and I think like all the 3 books are like merged into one. So let me check. Wait a minute. Give me a minute. Guys, plan cancel. Okay, so I thought ki like all the 3 books will be merged in one in the hardcover collector's edition, but only one book is available in collector's edition, that is Shadow and the Bone, and it is for 700 rupees, like 779, so almost 800 rupees. But the other 2 are not available in hardcover, like they are not collector's edition. So no, we are not gonna buy Shadow and the Bone in collector's edition, but yeah, Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom I'm definitely going to buy. So the next book for this prompt was read a book from to read pile starting from the first letter of your like first letter of your name. So my name starts from the letter H, and I have selected the book Hotel Magnificent, Magnific, not Magnificent, Hotel Magnific by Emily J. Taylor. So yeah, this is the book. It is a hardcover, and I got it for again 4.49 in Republic Day sale. I love when the books. This is not a cloth bound. The Fourth Wing was a cloth bound. This is like paper, but it is a proper hardcover, and I love the lavender here. So basically, Janie's younger sister is maybe her life is in danger or something like that, and then she has to do a few things to save her sister. So that is Hotel Magnific for you. Definitely, I'm going to read it because hardcover books are the first that I'm gonna get my hands on. So yeah, Hotel Magnific it is. And the last book for the prompt, and the last book for our January month of January. No. There is another. So 5th prompt is coming soon. Read book by a buddy reads. So there were 700, like very few books. 700 books may say I just had like 3 books, and I have selected, because I selected the Song of Achilles for my Bookopoly challenge. Now I have to read The Mother of Death and Dawn. It is the 3rd book from Daughter of No Worlds, the War of Lost Hearts series, and yeah, it is a 720 pages book. That is why I was like planning on skipping it, but now I had selected 2 books, right? So now I have to read The Mother of Death and Dawn, because I cannot read the same book for the same prompts. And the last book that I have already read. Okay, so the prompt is completed. You can read here. The 6th prompt was coming soon. Read book from your up next suggestions, and there were 355 books to select from, and I selected Amber in the Ashes, which I didn't read. I completed The Cruel Prince, but I read it on Kindle. So yeah, these books are as untouched as they can be, but maybe if I have the time, because I read on Kindle Unlimited, I do what I do is I do annotate or highlight, and I also add notes. So what I'll do is I'll just annotate my book, and I'll write my notes in this. So yeah, these are the 12 books that I'm gonna read in the month of January. Pakka se, like I have to read it. I have no other option. Like these are the compulsions. But obviously, if I have time, I will obviously read more books on Kindle Unlimited, and I also have to read the entire Shadow and the Bone series. So yeah, I'm like literally stopping here. Do let me know in the comments below which books you are reading, what videos you want me to make, because I'm like, we are like a very small community here. Maybe 10-15 people watch my videos, and yeah, I feel that if you want to see something, do let me know in the comments below, and I will make sure to make a content, like make some content around it on my YouTube. I want to get back to Instagram, but I'm just not feeling it, guys. Instagram is something that has always been intimidating to me, and I'm taking things slow, but I love making YouTube videos. I love long form content more than short form content, if that makes sense. So yeah, that is from my side. If you guys like this video, do let me know in the comments below what books you are reading. Subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Until next time, stay flawsome.